So this is Rue. He's a young horse that we have stabled at our yard. He has a lot of anxiety when it comes to being ridden, and especially starting at the mountain block. He's had a few problems, including ulcers and medical things like that. So we're now just trying to get him to gain a little bit of confidence and forget those horrible niggles and pains that he used to have. He's been completely signed off by the vet now, so he's happy and comfortable once you're on and once you're riding. So what we're going to do with Rue is we're going to bring him over to the mountain block. We don't have a bridle on him at the moment because this is sort of the very first day that we've started working with him. So we're going to let him stand when he's standing in the right place. And if he decides to move on or be naughty, or we get a bit of a bad reaction from it, we're just going to send him on and keep his feet moving until he decides that he wants to stand in the right place. Then we take all pressure off and let him relax and enjoy being in the right place. So here you can see he's just moved away, which we don't want. We don't need that negative behaviour. So we're just going to push him on again. Doesn't need to be horrible or nasty. It's just keeping his feet moving and making him realise that standing is easier. Moving on means he has to keep moving. So here we're just going to put a little bit of pressure on the saddle, start maybe pulling the stirrups down, acting as if we are about to get on, because he needs to stand nicely, but he also needs to be happy with having some weight in the saddle and you touching the stirrup and eventually picking up the reins. Here Rue is standing a lot better, so we are just going to take a bit of pressure off, lots of scratches, make him realise that this is where we want him to be, let him take it all in. You do need to make sure you give them enough time to think about things and to realise what you are actually asking of them. So still a little bit of negative behaviour there really, so we're just going to send him off. And then when he stands again, relax, stop, all pressure off.
Pretending that nothing has changed. Time is my own.
Here we just get a little bit of licking and chewing from Rue. I think we even get a yawn. This is really good signs to look out for. It means they are taking it all in and they are starting to relax with the questions that you're asking. So although we did get that negative behaviour and he moved on, we know he is trying to sort of take it in and understand what we are asking.
I won't hurry.
Now here we get quite a few minutes of just stillness. He's starting to take it all in and really get what we're asking him now. So we get quite a while of him just standing and seeming happier. Even with the weight on the saddle as we're doing here, he is much happier now. He understands what we are asking.
As long as you're around, breathing as long as you're
So as this was our first session with Rue, we decided that this is going to be our last time. He's stood for quite a long time. It's been the best he's sort of ever stood at the mountain block, really. So one of the main things that you want to do from your session is leave it on a really positive note. So he stood there, he's had a scratch, we've got off the mountain block and we've walked away. So this was the following day. We put his bridle on and we tacked him up fully. We only had to move him on a couple of times, and we finished with being able to get on and have a few steps of walk off.